Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To Madam Azana binti Abdullah. Our group will present a research entitled Society and Patients' Perception on Mental Health. Before we start about this research, let us introduce our group members first. My name is Fazil Auni binti Cik Abdul Rahman. My matric number is 03 DPR 19F2086. And I'm from DPR 4B.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Amira binti Muhammad Daud. My matric number is 03 DPR 19F2024.
Hi, my name is Nurin Amira Shahira binti Ahmad Nazri. My matric number is 03 DPR 19F2013.
This research is written by Nur Aina Fariha binti Haji Talib and Hilwa Abdullah at Muhammad Noor from Center Human and Community Welfare Faculty of Social Science and Humanities, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia.
Why we choose this research as our presentation, it is because the issue of mental health is a common issue. However, people perception and acceptance of mental health are closely linked to their understanding and knowledge in this issue. Referring to the National Health Morbidity Survey in 2015, there has been an increase in the issue of mental disorder in children, adolescents, and adults compared to 2011. The problem reports are killing, suicidal plan, depression, and anxiety and stress. The purpose of this study is to measure the level of public health in general and then analyze the stigma and perception on mental health issue. Measurements to issue to measure the general health status of the respondent are the General Health Questionnaire. Meanwhile, the Community Attitude Toward Mentally Ill CAMI scale, 40 items are used to study pupil attitude toward mental illness. The study used statistical package for social science or SPSS data analysis. The test is used to analyze characteristics with two answer options such as respondent demographic gender. While one way ANOVA analysis is used in the category of more than two choice options, for example the respondent race. In conclusion, the study is to measure the general health of the respondent and the people with problem itself toward the issue related to mental health.
About mental health. Mental health is an essential that association between stigma, gender, and system depression in psychiatric facilities in South India. According to Agapta in 1993, explaining that mental health is a normal state of a person who have no disease problems, a prosperous life and purposeful. Thus, Fight 1998 argue that an individual such as understanding an action or activity made with flexible force and open expression of feeling. Mental health have certain theories in describe the psychology of health, human understanding and attitude and belief about health. At first, this mental health related issue was rarely debated because society have yet to get widespread exposure to it. But lately, issues related to mental health have begun to get the attention of the community and children, young people who are increasingly related. Among the current issues regarding mental health are cases that of the man with mental problem was found dead hanging on tree. Berita Awani, 2018. Moreover, emphasize of the role of employers for help deal with stress among employees by Dr. Lee quote from Extra Awani News 5 September 2018, there are also cases of depression and other cases that relate.
There have also been some tragic incidents that have been covered by the media, such as the rampage case, homicides, and security disturbance involving people with mental disabilities. Society nowadays regards these mentally ill as a threat to safety. They are also perceived as time bombs that could potentially explode at any time. This kind of thing is a big risk to the community, the family, the company, nor government departments when individuals in their organizations run into problems mental. Some of the cases can be read in the press or social media about the murdered children. Vandalism cases, street thugs, and kidnapping cases show signs of mental illness. Yet the effect is a danger to the patient himself, the person, others, community, and society. The risk is not so much that they can commit suicide, they themselves even kill others as well. More troubling when the cause of the pain, his mentality is not only caused by stress and strain as we usually hear, but also due to intake of illicit substances such as drugs. In addition, the number of mental patients resulting from drug use is increasing annually. Most of them also consist of teenagers and adults where they are the heirs of valuable assets of the state. Therefore, this study is intended to better understand patient management strategies by the hospital in the pediatric ward. At the same time, this study also hopes to increase understanding of the challenges to handling patients with a variety of grievances. Researchers are also interested in studying the best methods in providing psychiatric assistance and treatment to patients. In addition, therefore, the researchers hopes to provide awareness to the community or family members in order to bring the mental patient earlier to the hospital to undergo the process diagnosis, taking medication according to a doctor's prescription, bringing the patient through a session treatment and rehabilitation before it is too late.
Distribution of family history of mental illness among resident Felda Chini 3, Pahang. So this is pie chart show presence of family members with any type of mental health problem was considered here. Among the total participants, 1,012.3% were reported to have family history of mental illness. So, yes is 12%, while no is 88%.
The bar graph is about distribution of respondent recognition of mental illness among residents of Felda Chini, Pahang. Epilepsy is around 586, schizophrenia is around 774, MDD is major depressive disorder is 531, and GAD is general anxiety disorder is around 337. Schizophrenia was the case identified as mental illness by the majority of respondents. 774, 94.9% of the respondents identified schizophrenia as mental illness. General anxiety disorder (GAD) was the least case identified as mental illness by the respondent. After that, the bar graph is about distribution of respondent perception regarding possibility of treatment of mental illness Felda Chini, Pahang. Epilepsy is around 195, schizophrenia 202, MDD 212, and GAD is 784. Great disparity was observed among case vignettes regarding the respondent view of whether or not they can be treated. Majority of the respondents 784 is 96.1%. Report that GAD, general anxiety disorder, can be treated while 202, 24.8% of the respondents report that schizophrenia is treatable.
This graph shows respondents' perceived severity of mental illness. Respondents were asked to rank the case vignette from the most serious to the least. Schizophrenia was seen as the most severe by majority of the respondents. Following schizophrenia, epilepsy, major depressive disorder, and generalized anxiety disorder were seen from the most severe to the least, respectively. Epilepsy is 24%, schizophrenia is 59%, major depressive disorder is 11%, and generalized anxiety disorder is 6%. And third, the distribution of respondents' perceived severity of mental illness among residents of Felda Chinitri, Pahang.
Okay, this is the last part, conclusion. First, stress can also lead used to mental health, especially to students. A lot of schoolwork will also put stress on students. When student is stressed, mental health problem can affect school performance and academic assessment. When mental health problems are not recognized, students may be unable to reach their academic potential. School nurses are in a key position to provide intervention to address mental health and academic assessment.
After that, we need to ask news to our friends if we see them problems. Sometimes it is due to household factor as well as daily life again with the family to accommodate them. Additionally, with many children, at least we can listen to their expression of provide financial help. Always ask those around us to that mental health did not affect in their life.